Hello everyone, my name is Denisha Poplis and I am here with Volunteers in Public Schools. I am so excited to have a Super Summer reader join us to talk about her experience with this amazing project. Today we have Dorothy Kemp with the LSU Academic Center for Student Athletes and Brac Leadership Program of 2019. Hello Dorothy. How are you?
Thank you. Class of 2019, the perfect class with the Brac Leadership Program.
Yes. Well, first, I want to thank you for being a part of this project. We truly appreciate you reading this amazing and empowering story for us, for our YouTube channel. So just tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do as a Director of Educational Services for Student Athletes with LSU and your position with the Brac Leadership Program.
Absolutely. So my day job consists of running the academic support program for all of the LSU student athletes. So it's an exciting job. I get to interact with a bunch of very talented students, both on the field, court, pool, track, and in the classroom as well. And it's definitely a job that's different every day. Especially with this transition to the virtual environment. It's definitely very challenging, but it's definitely 100% very rewarding. Another role I have is a member of the Brac Leadership Class of 2019. Every year, Brac takes members of the community, puts them through a year-long leadership program that's taught us pretty much about the needs of the community, how to meet those needs of the community, and then challenges us to rise to meet those needs in ways that are creative and are helpful to the Baton Rouge area.
Wow, that's amazing. And I can see how that's translated into your position with LSU because throughout your professional matriculation, you've implemented systems that measure academic success, correct?
Absolutely.
So with that, what are your thoughts on the importance of childhood literacy, especially during the summer months?
Oh my goodness, it is ridiculously important. First, exposing kids to books and getting them to love reading is one of the most critical parts that affect literacy in a child's life through adulthood. With the summer months not approaching, they're almost over now, but throughout the summer months, what happens is without that structure of school, a lot of times kids are not exposed to as much reading material. They're not exposed to as many books or opportunities to learn. And that's why this Super Summer Readers program is so important. Getting kids excited about reading, getting kids excited about interacting with books and interacting with literature throughout the summer. So they're not decreasing in the reading levels. They're keeping that excitement up and they're ready to head into the new school year.
Yes, and that's the entire purpose of the Super Summer Reader Program. We wanted to get them pumped about reading, encourage them to read with the influential professionals within the community that they could identify with. And so not only do they get the opportunity to see someone reading an empowering book or an inspirational book, they get to get those books themselves and add it to their library, and be able to practice that skill on their own, even past the summer months. And that is the entire purpose of the initiative, to make sure that we do encourage and spark them to definitely be readers, summer readers, fall readers, all year-round readers. So that is the entire purpose, and I'm super excited to be a part of it and to have you a part of this project. So what sparked your interest in accepting the invitation to be a Super Summer Reader?
So with the Brac Leadership Program, our class, we had a partnership with Volunteers in Public Schools last year, and we were so excited. We did it full out in the fall. We partnered with the pre-K class where we came in every 2 weeks and we read a book with them. At the end of the experience, we threw them a little party where we had crafts, we did little exercises, and they all got to leave with a couple of books on their own. We were very excited to bring this through the spring, but unfortunately with the pandemic, we weren't able to continue that program like we wanted to. We would love to reimagine that in some other way moving into the fall. But it definitely brought back that excitement. And one of my favorite parts was just reading to the kids, interacting with the kids. I remember just getting to certain parts and they would gasp or they would laugh. And it was just so much fun seeing how excited they would get about reading. And hopefully, and I'm sure that you've seen this with this YouTube program, that kids at home are getting just as excited about the books they're interacting with. You had some great picks. I was super excited about mine. Princess Truly, I can build it for several reasons, but for me as a Black woman, I really don't remember ever having a book that featured a Black girl that was building things. Like
Right.
having that representation is so important. And I was so excited to be able to bring this to fruition.
Yes, yes. And so with your book, Princess Truly, I Can Build It by
Mm-hmm.
Kelly Greenawalt,
Mm-hmm.
what do you feel that beyond, your connection, what do you feel children could connect with, beyond that representation, just the message of the book?
Oh, the message of the book, I mean, it starts with I can. She was faced with a couple of problems, but she used her smarts, her ingenuity, and she solved those problems, from building her brother a bike to helping some kitties and puppies at the pound. And it wasn't through it was all through her own wit, her own smarts. And I think that is definitely a message that our kids in our community should be exposed to.
Yes, definitely. I loved the read. It definitely was an empowering book. And
Mm-hmm.
of course, that representation is truly important. Especially, I love that she had curly hair,
Yes.
the kinks and curls. I am
Yes.
definitely a fan of that. So I did enjoy the read and just watching that experience. And so, how would you rate your overall experience as a Super Summer reader?
Oh, it was such a great experience. First of all, I think during this time of pandemic, people were like, especially people who are huge in the community and want to do a lot of service, were looking for ways to serve. And really, a lot of people didn't find a way to connect or find a way to really meet that personal need to serve the community. Well, I can tell you that during my Super Summer Reader time, I was actually on quarantine. I was on my 14-day quarantine in my house trying to find a place to put up the little green screen, trying to make the lighting all perfect. My dogs in the background, every time I had a perfect run, they would bark. So it was a lot of fun. I never thought I would like have to do the whole like behind the scenes lighting and backdrop. And having to do it in my house was just, it was a lot of fun. And also just watching the other readers and all the other interviews from everyone else who has participated in this program has been fantastic.
Right, just to be able to say, oh, I know how that came into fruition. I
Yeah,
went through that process too. Is definitely
yeah.
one to see. Well, thank you so much, Dorothy Kemp, for meeting with me this evening to talk about your experience with Super Summer Readers. And do you have any other closing remarks to parents or just students to encourage them to keep reading throughout the fall and the spring or year round?
Yeah, definitely. So parents, get those books in the homes. I know we have the holidays are right around the corner. Make sure that included with all the toys and goodies you're getting your kids, help build their library as well. Read to your kids and read for yourself, because kids watch what we do. And for the kids out there, if you find a book you don't like, that's fine. There are a ton of other books out there, and just find your reading home, find the thing you like, and have fun. Find your next adventure.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for this, and you're truly, truly appreciated. Thank
Of
you.
course. Thank you.